Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I bring you a very similar video of one that I did in the past. It was one of my most recent videos actually, but I thought it would be cool to do it again but with a different amplifier. So today I will be doing the same thing that I did with my dual rectifier comparison video, but instead of the dual rectifier we're going to be taking a look at a bunch of VST amp simulators of the 5150. As much as the dual rectifier has been a staple of high gain since the 90s, the 5150 has also been such an iconic amplifier. You have seen it and you have heard it in like a million records, a million songs. A lot of people use it, as well as it being pretty much the signature amplifier of one of the greatest players of all time. So naturally it's going to be replicated and used widely in the AMP SIM world, where many companies try to make their take as close as the original amplifier. However, I want to make this disclosure, and I should have in my past video. This is not a matter of which one of these AMP SIMs is closer to the original amplifier. This is not a matter of any of this sounding just like the real tube amplifier. This is just a ranking, in my personal opinion, of which of these sounds the best, while being inspired by the 5150. Also, in difference with the dual rectifier video, today we will be taking a look at 12 different AMP SIMs instead of 10, because there's a lot of 5150 AMP SIMs out there. It's pretty much the most profiled, or I guess inspired, amplifier of the AMP SIM world in my opinion. So leaving some out just to keep it at 10 was kind of dumb, so we will be taking a look at 12 from different price ranges, from different companies, all of that stuff. And as the last video, in order to make an accurate comparison of all of these, I will be using the same noise gate, the same boost, and the same IR or cap simulator, so you can tell actually the difference between all of these. So for the noise gate, I will be using a Quasar effector silencer. For the boost, I will be using a Mercurial Grid Smasher, which is a Mesa Boogie Grid Slammer copy. And for the cap simulation or the IR, I will be using the Ignite NAT IR with the York Audio Mesa 2x12 B30 IRs. And as for the guitar, I will be using my Aria Strat copy, which has Fender Player Series humbuckers, and the guitar is tuned to drop C sharp. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to tell you before the demo, so let's go right to it. Okay guys, so here we are at the demo. As you can see, I am playing my Aria Strat, which has the Fender Player Series humbuckers. And before I start, I want to clarify that in this demo, in contrast to the dual rectifier one, none of these AMP SIMs are really bad. Some of them are definitely better than others, but none of them are like horrible. Also, that in the same way that I did in the past comparison, all of these amplifiers will be set in the same way. So for the EQ, I'm going to have the gain at 6.5, the lows at 5, the mids at 4, the highs at 6, and any other control that the amplifiers have are going to be set at 5. Why? Because not all of these amplifiers have different options besides that. Those are the ones that every single amplifier has, at least on this list. So some of them don't have low end, power amp, contour, presence, and all of that. So they are all going to be set at 5 in order to make a more accurate comparison between all of them. Also, that all of these amplifiers will be presented to you with just the out audio of Reaper. There's no post-processing, there's no EQing, this is just the out audio of Reaper, so this should be pretty much what you would hear if you would have the settings that I have. And if given the option, I'm going to select the lead channel or the red channel, because this is a high gain demo, so I will be demoing the high gain option, obviously. So again, the guitar is tuned to drop C sharp, and this is the tone without the amplifiers. This is just the noise gate, the boost, and the IR. So a very mild breakup from the boost, but besides that, that's the clean tone. So let's start with our first amplifier. The first one is the ML Sounds M Roots, specifically the 5150 Fluff. This is part of the actual license that you have to buy in order to unlock the other 3 amplifiers. So that license is $70. As you can see, this is very obviously a copy of the original block letter. So let's see how it sounds. Okay, so that is definitely a pretty decent sound. Again, none of these are bad, even this one that I consider quote-unquote the worst. It's not bad at all. Like, if you need something to like practice at night, if you don't have your main setup ready, if you're at a hotel in tour or whatever, this is more than usable. This sounds okay. My main complaint with the ML Sound AMP sims is that they are all kind of fluffy and loose. They have that like digital sound to them, and they lack that, you know, very super tight chugginess that you would expect from a 5150. At $70, hard to recommend it with when some of these are free, but yeah, you get another 2 amplifiers with that license. You get Friedman B100 and a dual rectifier, so it's up to you to decide if it's worth it or not. But let's go to our next amplifier. Okay, so this is the IK Multimedia's Amplitube 5, specifically the Metal Lead B. Amplitube 5 starts at its cheapest without any vouchers or coupons or discounts at $300. But to be fair, it has like 50 plus amplifiers, it has a shit ton of pedals, it has a lot of cabs and shit that you can mix and fuck around with. So you don't pay just for this specific amplifier, but yeah. Very obviously a copy of the 5150, so let's hear how it sounds. Okay, so that was a pretty okay sound. Amplitube 5 is not my favorite because, at least in my personal, you know, rig and setup and in my hands, like when I am playing, I feel that it lacks like sharpness, you know, it lacks that super tightness. I don't know how to describe it. It's not just an issue with this amplifier, it's an issue overall with the Amplitube 5 plugin for me. I'm going to pretty much not say if I recommend this or not, because I'm not going to recommend a 50 plus model multi-effects plugin based on just one model. But if you are interested in this specific model, it sounds great. But let's go to our next amplifier. Okay, so this is the first free one that we are going to be taking a look at today. This is the Nick Crow Labs 7170 lead. And yeah, this is 100% free. Bad thing is that it doesn't have any IR loader, it doesn't have any effects, and in order to play it, you have to load it into a DAW. But yeah, let's hear how it sounds. Okay, yeah, that is pretty dope. In my opinion, the Amplitube 5 sounds better, but I put this on top because this is free, you know? So yeah, for our first free amplifier, not bad at all. It sounds pretty dope, like for practicing, and if you want to record something quick with that tone, you definitely can do with this. So yeah, I do fully recommend it. But let's go to the next one. Okay, so this might be kind of a hot take to put this as low on the list, but this is the Kazrog's AmpCraft 1992. This plugin costs $80. It comes with the standalone app, it comes with pedals, it comes with cabs, it has a noise gate. It's a one-to-one, supposedly, recreation of the original block letter. As you can see, the front panel is pretty much the same thing as the PV one. Okay, but let's hear how it sounds. Okay, so yeah, not a bad sound at all. It sounds pretty decent. The fact that I put it so low at this list is the fact that I do think it sounds quite digital sounding. And look, I'm not one of those guys that anything that's not 100% tube is digital sounding, because I don't even own a tube amplifier. But as you could hear at the end when I was like chugging just the bottom strings, it does have that kind of bit crushy quality to the chugs, which is not something that happens even with the ML Sound one. I put it not at the lowest one because I do think that despite that bit crushy quality, it sounds pretty good. I don't know, for $80, hard to recommend it over some of the other ones that cost less and deliver more, pretty much. But anyways, let's get to the next amplifier. Okay, so this is the Damy Effects Dr. Gain. This is also a free plugin. As you can see, very obvious copy of the 5150, and the nice thing about this one is that it comes with a built-in IR loader and a noise gate, which is pretty cool for a free VST. You don't see many free VSTs that have any other than the power amp and the preamp. But yeah, let's hear how it sounds. Okay, so in my opinion, that sounds really good. Considering this is free, that's pretty fucking tight. And as you could hear at the end there when it chugged, even this free one doesn't have that big crushy thing going on compared to Kazrog. So yeah, I do recommend the Dr. Gain because I do think it's a pretty great option for free. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so this one is the Nembrini Audios 8180, and this plugin costs $137 US. And this amplifier does come with an impulse response loader. Doesn't have any other effects though. So yeah, I'm on the lead channel. You can see all of the EQ things in the screen, so let's hear how it sounds. Yeah, the Nembrini audio stuff is pretty dope. It sounds pretty nice when you put third-party IRs on it. What's stopping me for putting this in the upper part of the list and putting it on top of some of the free ones is the price. For 137, that's pretty close to neural DSPS type of budget, and this doesn't sound as good as the neural DSP stuff. Can't really recommend it on top of the other ones, considering the price, so I can't really recommend it yet. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so this is the Lead 5150 by VTarAmps or VTarAmps. This is very basic, it doesn't have any IRs, doesn't have any built-in effects, but it is pretty good. What lacks in features, it compensates with tone. So let's hear how it sounds. Okay, so yeah, that is a pretty fucking huge sound in my opinion. The fact that there's AMP sims that sound that way for free, it's kind of mind-blowing. But again, what lacks in features completely makes up with the fucking heavy chunky tones. I 100% recommend it. I pretty much recommend almost all of the VTarAmps AMP sims. They are all pretty fucking great. So let's go to the next one. Okay, so this is the LePou plugins Legion. This is another free one, and as you can see, for a free iteration of this amplifier, it does have pretty much all the features or the controls that the 5150 has. So yeah, LePou does make pretty quality stuff, so let's hear how it sounds. Yeah, that is pretty fucking massive. I put it on top of the VTarAmps one, although I think the VTarAmps one sounds a bit better. This has more features, so it's plenty more versatile than the Vadim one. This has way more tones in it, and actually when I do play it in my off time, I do play it in the green channel because I think the red one just has a bit too much saturation. So yeah, I do recommend it. It's pretty dope. With the free ones, pretty much pick whatever you prefer the most because they are all pretty dope. So let's go to the next one. So this is the TCE Audio's X50, and this is the last free one that we will be seeing today. I put it on top of the other free ones because I do think it's the best sounding. But anyways, let's hear how it sounds. You can't tell me that is like super fucking good for a free VST. Like, since the Vadim one, in my opinion, we ventured into the sounds that you could use for a professional setting, but this one, in my opinion, at least for the free ones, takes it home. Not just for the versatility, but overall the tones are pretty fucking good in my opinion. But yeah, this is pretty fucking good. Shout out to TSE for making such a kick-ass VST for free. I love you guys. So yeah, let's go to the next one. Okay, so this is the Neural DSPS Archetype Nolly AMP 3. This is allegedly modeled after a block letter 5150, and this VST cost $155 US. If you're watching a VST video, you fucking know Neural DSP. You know how good they are, so it didn't make sense to make a video about this and not include this amplifier. So let's hear how it sounds. As I said, if you know Neural DSP, you know that their shit is legit. It's pretty much the best you can get for the money. The reason why it's not on the top of the list is because it's the most expensive one. But if you think this is worth it compared to the other two that we'll be seeing, then get this. It's good, it sounds good, you know it's good. But enough Neural DSP PP sucking, let's go to the next one. Okay, so this is the STL Tonalities and the James AMP 2. the Anti-James plugin has 3 amps. One is EVH 5150 and this is the PV one. You have another 2 amps, you have again a noise gate, a tuner, presets, you have ambient effects, you have cabinets, you have overdrives, all of that shit. And for all of these features, the plugin costs $120 US. But let's hear how it sounds. Yeah, it sounds really chunky. It sounds way more punchier than the Nolly in my opinion. So I actually do recommend this on top of the Nolly because it's $35 cheaper. But if you like Nolly better, if you get more enjoyment out of those amps and those effects, then get that one if you can afford the extra $35. But let's go to our last amplifier. Yeah, the final amplifier is the Audio Assault AHM 5050. Why? Because considering all the factors, this, in my opinion, is the greatest of them all. You get a noise gate, you get a tuner, you get a boost, you get an overdrive, you get a delay, a reverb, a chorus, an EQ, you get an impulse response loader, you have a standalone app, you have 3 channels and you can swap and blend between the 6L6s and the EL34 power tubes. Considering all of those factors, it is actually the better one in my opinion. But let's hear how it sounds. Yeah, like, I mean, doesn't get any better than that, folks. It really fucking doesn't. At least in my opinion, this really takes it home. And that $60 price tag is in huge quotations in my opinion, because Audio Assault is constantly doing sales, it's constantly giving shit away, it's constantly giving you coupons. I know that I didn't factor any of that with any of the other brands, because in the case of Audio Assault, I got this plugin for $10. Well, I didn't get it with my own money, a friend got it for me. Thank you, Bear, I really do appreciate it, so thank you, Kaylee. As of recording this video, I don't know when this is going to be out or when you're going to see it, but as today, the 9th of February of 2021, this amplifier can be acquired for 20 bucks, or if you use a coupon you can get it as low as 10 bucks as I did. So yes, that is pretty much the winner in my opinion. The 5050 by AudioSolve is the best 5150 amplifier that you can get, considering all of the factors that I said. So yeah, thanks for watching this long ass demo, and I will see you on the outro to hear my personal opinion, my conclusions, and pretty much the end of the video. So thanks for watching this, and I see you right there. Okay guys, so as you could hear, those are some pretty interesting results. I am a pretty firm believer that at least in the VST AMP SIM world, price doesn't necessarily guarantee you quality. As you could see in that demo, some of the lower ranking ones were actually paid ones. Also, just to make this clear, this is just my opinion, my personal opinion. This does not necessarily equate to an objective fact or which one is better than another, because that is entirely subjective. So if you think that I fucked up and some of these should be on top of another that I put on the list, put it down in the comments. Let's have a healthy and respectful discussion of which ones do you think are the better ones. Again, this is not a matter of which one simulates the tube amplifier the best, this is just what sounds the better to me. So if you have any experience with the actual heads and all of that, please let me know down in the comments which one you think is the closest to the real one. Because currently I do not have the budget to get a 5150 block letter just to make this video. But that will be pretty much everything for today's video. If you like this video, please leave a like down below, because YouTube would recommend my videos to other people and that will help me a lot. And if you have seen any of my other videos and you also like them, please subscribe. I'm trying to make as much content as I can. If you watch my previous videos, I got COVID. It wasn't pretty fun, but it wasn't deadly either. I got the Omicron variant, so it wasn't like super bad for my health. I had some short breath issues, that's why I'm recording till now, because I couldn't really speak till now. But I'm better, so expect some more videos in the following weeks. If you want to buy any of these AMP SIMs or download them, all of the links will be down in the description for you to acquire them legally. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!